Welcome to the High Country Adventure Long Play Gold series. Over the coming weeks, this high-quality, full 50-minute adventure will be posted in 5 10-minute episodes. If you like what you see, rate it and tell your friends. We'd been blessed with the weather and our luck continued. Ian had planned a challenging day. Before lunch we would take on the mighty Billy Goat's Bluff Trail, and hopefully, if everything went well, we would arrive at the spectacular Blue Rag in the late afternoon.
Yeah, the pinnacles through the Billy Goat Bluff.
But first, a little maintenance and preparation.
Ooh, now that's a bit dirty, my friend.
That's what you get from following an XR 650.
Sean, is your Yamaha going to make it up these hills today or what?
Well, according to the locals, the only thing that isn't going to make it up is the Honda, so I'm quietly confident yet again.
Finding great trails takes a bit of research, and it's crucial to have your maps and GPS sorted well before the ride.
Day 3. Go. And it's in. The great thing about the Zumo 660 is you just grab it with your finger like that and you can move the map. You can see our waypoints quite clearly. We're heading out of Dargo going south, and there's waypoints right along. If you want to go out, it refreshes really quickly, and there's our track for the day.
There's no doubt about it. For us, Dargo is the adventure capital of Australia. Not only did the locals and shopkeepers genuinely welcome us to the town and were willing to help, but the thing that really got our vote was the purpose-built accommodation at the Dargo River Inn. The cabin sleeps 12 riders. It's basic but well thought out. Great storage for jackets and boots, 2 showers with tons of hot water, 2 toilets. This was ideal accommodation. Ian and I went back to visit Dargo Dan to pick up some supplies and tap into his local knowledge.
I'm just suggesting that you do Talbotville for lunch today.
Yep.
After speaking with Dan, we changed our plans to include Talbotville. But before we left, Dan was keen to show us his new bike rental business. It should be a great service for adventurers on big bikes who want to take on some of the more challenging trails around Dargo.
Yeah, they can leave their big bike here without getting caught on those steep hills like Billy Goats and so forth, and get out and have a look around. Yeah.
Experience some of the wonderful trails available from Dargo.
Yes, yeah, where you fellas are going today.
Yeah. And we've got our lunch for today. We're going to head out to Talbotville. Been recommended by Dan. Good spot.
A couple of k's out of town and we arrived at Wonnangatta Road and were greeted by a sign that raises the spirits of all adventure riders. Possible hazardous conditions? You bloody ripper!
Are the hills big enough yet?
They're getting bigger, I must admit, they are getting bigger. But are they steep enough?
That's where we're going up to the lookout, up there.
Okay, let's have a look at them.
The pinnacles of Billy Goat's Bluff look spectacular, and as we rode up the Wonnangatta Valley, we kept our eyes on the prize.
She's tall and voluptuous, giant to the rest of us, beating badness from her hair.
Didn't take long for this steep hill to bring out some trans-Tasman rivalry. This Aussie was going kiwi hunting.
What happened to you?
That's Kiwi sign language for I just got my butt kicked by an Aussie. not there yet, I don't think. Billy Goat's Gruff Hill, Philippe. Good test for a Tenere.
Couldn't be better. I mean, this bike is at home here. I mean, that thing here, I mean, it just swallowed that hill like if there was nothing.
So Ian, we're halfway up?
We're halfway up.
And I'm just looking at where we got to go.
Is this the top of Billy Gates?
No.
No, it's there, John.
Ah, right. Well, I've gone halfway then. Fuck it, that'll do.
She's tall and voluptuous, giant to the rest of us. Deep in bed upon her hair, having that the truth is bad. When she wears that got its on, you should be the Amazon.
Philippe!
Look at that.
This is Adventureland.
We've just come up Billy Goat's Bluff. We've come up from 300 metres to 1400 metres in about 15 minutes. Full noise on dirt bikes.
Adventure bikes.
Adventure bikes. Luckily we weren't racing.
You would have got your bum smacked.
I don't know about that. But no, very good.
So where's your bike, John?
It's just over there.
Just over there.
And there's a guy looking at your bike now.
Oh,
there?
there's a few kids just trying it out now.
Oh no, look, there's a couple of kids playing on it. Oh look, they're just doing a wheel stand.
They wouldn't be able to start it.
I'm looking forward to when New Zealand is allowed to export apples to Australia. Look at them.
He's coming over with it. Oh, he's brought it back.
Look at an Australian apple. Look at it.
All right. Hey, now how's the mountains going anyway? Were these high enough for you?
Yeah, they were good. Good climb. Very
Acceptable?
good
Were they acceptable?
climb. Well,
I just noticed you're dragging the chain a bit.
you learn to not expect too much when you're in Australia. And so, yeah, they're up to expectation.
These were pretty challenging riding conditions, and it probably wasn't the best idea to jump straight onto the Tenere for some hill climbing. Well, I paid in spades for my stuff up. Oh, I put on the brake. Oh, there goes John. Well, let's see how it starts. Now, it's all user error then. Talking it up. Oh, my fault again. Oh, no. Once back amongst the gang, Sean gave me some well-deserved stick for my stuff up. Well, that's a good test.
What happened here?
Yeah, it's a channel.
User error. Am I going to eat kiwi shit now?
Oh, mate,
Like a pile of it?
as I was passing you on that hill, I noticed you slowed up.
I missed from second to first.
I noticed you were riding the Tenere.
Yeah.
And when we back off here a little bit, what's the colour of that jacket you got on there, Dave?
It's blue. It's a Yamaha jacket.
I was sort of thinking the Yamaha might have been paying out on you for wearing that jacket while you're riding it.
Well, that might have been it. She might have bucked me off doing the Yamaha on wearing a KTM jacket.
Yeah. Justice at last.
In many ways, coming off the mountain was harder than the climb, as it was pretty easy to lose the front wheel in the gravel. But once down in the valley, we headed for the river for lunch. We dined beside this wonderful river crossing, and after lunch I took off that KTM jacket and once again boarded the Tenere to take on the challenge. Making this crossing without dropping the bike in the drink was all about commitment. Under the water were some soccer ball sized rocks, just waiting to kick you offline, and if that happened, there was a fair chance I'd be getting more than my boots wet.
Well, he might not have his 990, but God love him, he's in for the adventure.
With the main obstacle out of the way and our bellies full, our minds focused on getting to Blue Rag before dusk.
Well done.
What we didn't realise is that little challenge Dargo Dan gave us lay just a few kilometres out of Talbotville.
Oh, you should see this hill ahead, boys. Here goes the Tenere.
Once Philippe and Sean went past me like I was standing still, I knew I would cop it later on. But this hill hadn't finished with us quite yet.
Now this is what I call a hill. Feet up, John. Keep pointing it. Yes. No. I don't think he was really that happy about that.
500 metres further up the hill, and Philippe and I met to discuss the challenges.
I wanted to take it on the left.
Yeah, I reckon the left's the best. Yeah, we'll get up that on the left. That's all right. Use these Yamaha handles. 1, 2, 3, up.
What's going on, mate? Where are you leading us to, leader?
We're heading north to Blue Rag Range Trail.
Are we going to get there?
Hopefully we'll get there. It's just a matter of doing it within daylight.
Okay.
Maybe we follow the ridge now, and that would be fine.
Look on your face like that was in my mirror.
You know,
And you were sitting there and I yell out, "Are we going up?" And he says, "Yeah." As I roared on past him.
that is outrageous. You know, international relations between Australia and New Zealand have come to an all-time low now with this crap. He's given me... I'm eating kiwi shit again.
Oh, I tell you.
In the afternoon sunlight, with clear air, Blue Rag put on an unforgettable display of raw beauty. This is a fair dinkum ridgetop trail, with drops of well over 100 metres on each side. If you stuff up here, they'll take a long time to find you. The final pinch to the summit is an unforgiving, rocky, gnarly 45-degree goat track. The old bastard John pretty quickly decided that 4 wheels was better than 2, and even bailed from the 4-wheel drive moments after this shot, never making the summit.
Woo! 1,700 metres.
Hey!
Gotta be happy with that.
Look at that! That colour is matching the sky. We're on top of the world here, and that's all for ourselves.
Gee, that's some of the steepest stuff I've seen. In fact, it was so steep my passenger decided to hop out and walk. I'm here on my own. So I'm impressed with this. Just watching Philippe come up that hill, it was amazing. There was no room for error.
No.
Any slip and you're down. You won't stop.
Story.
That last little gnarly bit's tricky, wasn't it?
Oh, I had to ride the clutch a couple of times and pop the front
Yeah.
over the next ledge and then give it hell. And
If there's one thing I wanted to do this trip was to get to the Blue Rag, and I'm happy we made it.
Blue Rag Trail.
on sunsets is what we wanted to achieve.
Ready for the dive?
Yeah, go!
The angle of that ute is a fair example of the steepness of the hill. It's got to be 45 degrees.
If you were a manual and you missed a gear, you would be right shit.
Down he goes.
I got a sweet little angel. I love the way she spreads her wings. I got a sweet little angel. I love the way she spreads her wings. She spreads her wings around me.
I noticed you weren't in the four-wheel drive up the top, John. What happened there? You looked at that and you went, oh, I'm not getting in that.
I got out to stop Philippe from smashing into the back of the four-wheel drive. And he just drove away without me. And I was so disappointed.
To fly your colors is your right. I saw you flying like an eagle all across the southern skies.
1,700 metres.
Hey,
Gotta be happy with that.
look at that collar is matching the sky.